Are you afraid of it? I was walking on the treadmill. I've already turned it off. I walked maybe, I don't know, 1.5 miles. And that phrase, are you afraid of it? But actually the phrase that came before that phrase was, death, where is your sting? Where is your sting? But I'm not talking about a physical death. I'm talking about a spiritual death on the inside. Hello, Applebrooks, honey. I'm talking about the spiritual. Because there are often times in our life, I've experienced it, and you have experienced it, where you have a spiritual death that occurs on the inside. And that's when a series of events or circumstances that occur in your life literally send you downward. The foundation is pulled out beneath you and you fall. And as you're laying there, it's like the old you, literally, the physical aspects, you would curl up into a fetal position because of the events that have occurred in your life. The foundation's been pulled out. You went into a downward spiral. You felt as if you were dying, and you are now in the fetal position. Then, and only then, you can say, death, where is your sting? Because once you hit that point, there is a spiritual rebirth that starts to occur on the inside of you. The old you and the old things that were happening, the old ways, the old way of thinking, everything, you're ready, you're done with it. It literally, these things do not happen just by chance. They're meant to happen when they're meant to happen. And sometimes it is necessary when you need to grow on the inside. It's necessary. And you may not like it because it's a painful spiritual death. A painful spiritual death because it's the old you. It's gone. It's gone. You find yourself on the floor in that fetal position, and then boom. It's like you release it all. You really release it all. And you allow yourself to heal by being transformed on the inside of your being. So are you afraid? The first phrase that came to my mind while walking on the treadmill, I stopped walking, is death, where is your sting? Are you afraid of dying spiritually? Now there are people who are afraid of the spiritual aspect of themselves, or the spiritual ties in this world. There are people who are afraid of those breaking. And because, you know, we want to put the energy in it. We want all those extensions, these things, we want them to still be there. We'll do everything we can to hold on to what we deem is valuable. We will. But there comes a point when you try to hold on to a certain way of thinking, perception, a certain aspect of yourself. You try to hold on so hard to a certain way of being, within your being, that you feel your grip. Your grip literally starts loosening because you're holding on so tight, but you realize, I don't have the strength to continue like this. I don't have the strength to hold on, even though I'm holding on with it all my might. You don't. And it's like, boom, you can't hold on any longer. You don't like it that you can't hold on any longer. And you can feel yourself literally going like that. I know a lot of people have been there and they've done that. And you can feel yourself going downward, spiraling. You wanted a change in your life, truly. We all welcome change that is going to make us a better person. We welcome it. Let me say, I can't say we all, because some may not welcome it because they're not thinking any further than the here and now. But if you are in touch with the spiritual part of you, the emotional part of you, the intuitive part of you, the thinking part of you, the rational part of you, you do truly, you want the best for yourself and those around. You want to be able to flourish and grow. Nobody wants that, you all. Death, where is your sting? I'm talking spiritual. When you can get to that point in your life, I was walking like this, and of course the flame was going in the fire. It was going in the fireplace. And I was looking at the flames. And then I was remembering the emerald tablets of Thoth. We read about them. And talking about the light on the inside of you, that light is able to grow into a flame, part of the eternal flame right there. And that's what we want. We want this light inside of us to even further evolve into that eternal flame. We don't want our light to go out, but sometimes that light inside of us gets dim because of circumstances in our life. It does. It gets really dim, and it may start to flicker, and you may experience that painful spiritual death. You're on your spiritual deathbed. Spiritual deathbed. And you just can't wait for this spiritual death of the old you to occur. This video may not be for everyone. You can't wait for that spiritual death of you to occur, because you can't continue the way that you are, because it's too painful. It's too painful living that old you. It is. It's too painful, because it's like the foundation, and it's like the extensions and the relationships and everything about how you would continue. It's like it's not working anymore. It's not working anymore. And you tried to hold it together for so long. We really do, you all. We tried to hold on for so long. We do. And it takes a lot of work. The harder you try to hold on for something that I can't put it into words. I can't. Whatever it is that you try so hard to hold on to, it could be anything. And then that right there, you can't. You can't. And it's so painful when you realize I can't continue like this. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? This is hurting me worse than I realize. I can't continue like this. It's like you reach that point of surrender. You literally surrender. On the inside of your being, you come to that position, that heart-centered area. That's where you get to. You're laying on your spiritual deathbed, and that, it's like, no, it's too painful. And you experience your spiritual death, because at that point, when it's coming from here and it's truly centered, you get to that point, you do. I want to change things. I want to change. I want a second chance. I promise I'll I'll do better. So you can be thinking it, you just want to enjoy your life. You want to live your life. You want to be a new person, a new spiritual person. You do. You want it. You do. Rosie, honey, let me help you, baby. Rosie, honey, you trying to jump up on that door. You want that, you want to know, you want to do it right. You want to do it right. You do. Rosie, honey, you distracted my train of thought, but that's okay, Rosie. Maybe my words are supposed to be done. She jumped up there on the thing on the door. You want that. You do. Are you afraid? And we're talking about death. Death, where is your sting? We're talking about spiritual death that occurs on the inside of a person. You may have had to, spiritually speaking, in this world that we live in, you may have had parts of you die, spiritually die inside completely, so that something new can form. Something new can form on the inside of you. The old has passed away to make room for the new. And there is, I firmly believe there is a point in time for everything that happens in our life. There is a designated time, a divine time of how things begin to play out. It's like an awakening, but when I think of an awakening, I think of, at this moment right now, it's a spiritual death of the old. Everything associated with it, more or less, and a rebirthing of the new, a rebirth. And it truly does feel, when you're laying on your spiritual deathbed and you finally say, it's too painful, just let me get it over with. Let me get it over with. I want to do it right. I want to live. I want to be free from all of this that I tried to hold on to, all of this, that the painful, the memories, and I want to be new. I want to be made new. It's only then can you begin to grow and flourish, because you've made your mind up. Okay, you've made your mind up. I really do believe there is a divine timing for everything that happens. And when the divine timing comes for us with death, where is your sting? I stood here walking on the treadmill like this. I was walking on a treadmill. I watched that fire. I watched that flame on the inside of there. And I was thinking of the period of time when right there, I died. I died spiritually on the inside of me. I found myself face down on the floor crying. I found myself curled up in a fetal position. I couldn't hold on. I couldn't hold on to that way of life anymore. I couldn't. It was killing me. I couldn't hold on to the control. That's what it was, the control. I wanted what I wanted. I wanted my life to be a certain way. No, it literally got ripped out of my hands. The foundation got pulled out beneath me. And that part of me on the inside, it died. It died. I had my spiritual death on a spiritual deathbed, spiritually speaking. And that's why I was looking at the flame. Death, where is your sting? I can look at it now, and I can look back, and I can see the growth that has occurred on the inside of me as to the pain that I had back then. It was painful, it was a painful spiritual death, very painful. But there came the flame. There came the flame on the inside, right there. So are you afraid of dying spiritually? Are you? It's a spiritual death that occurs, a spiritual death. So I am going to go, and with that being said, hello, wherever you are on the inside. My husband came in here and distracted me. That's why my train of thought is done. He came in here, my words are done. Let me walk out here and end this video. Let me step out into the light. We got some light out there. Let me do this. Y'all look a little wild, but that's okay. Yeah, Tina, you look a little fine. That's fine, y'all, really. Are you afraid? Are you afraid of a spiritual death? Not the physical death, but the spiritual death, because that is literally who we are. We're spiritual, we're souls inside this body, and we want to grow. We want to grow, we want to flourish. We want to grow in love. We do. We want to grow in the light of God's love until we become that flame within. And sometimes the only way is to, more or less, you're going to have a spiritual death. And it's going to be painful. But you can look back on your life. You can see where you were back then and how much pain you were in and how it felt. And you can look at yourself now. You can look back and see. And you can be really eternally thankful that it occurred, that spiritual death occurred so that you could have the life that you have now, spiritually speaking, so that you could be the person, the life, that love is the life. God is the love. It is the life within you. That light is the life. It's an eternal life, the eternal light of God's love. I'm done. So I hope this made sense. I do. With that being said, hello, wherever you are I can't get my words out. Maybe I'm not supposed to stop. That's 2 times. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't. If there's things in your life that you have to let go of, you know you need to let go of because it's no longer working. It's getting harder to maintain. Spiritually speaking, because it's literally killing you on the inside. The tighter you hold it, the more wore out you get. If you need to let go, I pray that you have the strength within and the courage within to let go so that you can finally grow. Finally see the world through different eyes. It's the windows of the soul. Yeah. Let me try it again. So with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello from my heart. It's a heart thing. It's always been a heart thing. From my heart to yours. Yeah. Love you.